A man walked in to the finest restaurant in town. Soon, a waiter appeared with a menu.
I don't need the menu. Just tell me, what kind of soup do you have? Indian soup. I'll take a bowl of that.
The waiter left to get the soup. Soon, the waiter arrived with the soup and turned to walk away, but was stopped. She turned and said,
What seems to be the problem here? I can't eat my soup. What did you say? I can't eat my soup. I'll have to get the food.
The chef hurried in with a ladle and sang,
What seems to be the problem here? I can't eat my soup. What did you say? I can't eat my soup.
The chef slapped the ladle in the palm of her hand, thought for a moment, and said,
I'll have to get the police.
A policeman strolled in wearing a big badge. He sang,
What seems to be the problem here? I can't eat my soup. What did you say? I can't eat my soup.
The policeman stroked his chin, thought for a moment, and said,
I'll have to get the mayor.
The mayor stomped in, waved his big pen in the air as he sang,
What seems to be the problem here? I can't eat my soup. What did you say? I can't eat my soup.
The mayor thought for a moment, pointed a finger in the air, and said,
I'll have to get the president.
Then the president of the United States walked into the restaurant. Do-dum, do-do-dum, do-do-dum, do-do-dum. The president sang,
What seems the problem here? I can't eat my soup. What did you say? I can't eat my soup.
The president stopped singing and simply asked,
Why can you not eat the soup? Because I don't have a spoon.
Usually John Midas was a well-behaved wolf. He had a comfortable home and parents who loved him. He should have been a nice boy all the time, but he wasn't. John had one bad fault. He was a pickled out candy, boiled candy, cotton candy, licorice, all sorts of old-fashioned taffy, cracker jack, lollipops, and above all chocolates. He devoured them all. John spent all his money on candy he never shared.
One Saturday at lunch, Mr. Man had something unusual.
John has spots on his nose.
It may be measles. I don't think it's a temperature though.
I suspect that John has been eating too much candy. I heard too much candy. Have you been eating candies this morning? So true. Well, I had a few kind of like a little puppy lunch. John's ears grew red as he recited a long list of candy. No wonder he lost spots. I think we need to see Dr. Turner. Dr. Harding was a tall, thin man with a dull head and a bright mustache. He shone his light into John's ears and nose and mouth. Much too much comedy. Gracious me, he seems to be full of comedy.
What should we do, Doctor?
I've heard that much comedy and stomach can lead to all sorts of complications.
The next day, John walked along the sidewalk to his friend's house, and he spotted something glimmering wet in his path. John snatched up the one, there was a picture of a fat boy, and on the other side were the letters JM, which was funny because those letters were John's initials. John continued on his way, but instead of turning right to Susan, he turned left. Soon John came upon a store he'd never seen. The front window was filled with candy, and a missus behind the counter just knocked aside and John and Son. Come on, don't just stand there in the doorway, John. Come in, there's a special sale today.
But you see, the trouble is I don't have any money.
What's that you have there?
It's quite a bunch of my friends.
Are you sure you won't have a box of chocolate? That's the only type of money I can take.
Really a whole lot.
With that, John handed a store to get his money and John called home with a candy box.
That night, John rushed to get for bed so he could try his new candy. When he was finally alone, John opened the box to reveal a single piece of plain chocolate. John ate it, and it was the most chocolatey chocolate he had ever encountered. John woke up late the next morning and hurried to get ready for school with his sister Mary. When John brushed his teeth, however, something strange happened.
Why does this toothpaste taste like chocolate?
Silly, of course it isn't chocolate. Mother, John's eating all the toothpaste.
That morning, John's toothpaste and entire breakfast tasted like chocolate. His brother and sister did not believe him, but it was true. John thought about these strange changes as he entered his classroom.
Children, we will be having a very important mathematics test this morning. I will write 4 questions down on the board, and you will only have a short amount of time to complete them.
Now, we couldn't think of one.
Quickly, we will begin in just a moment. John gratefully headed to the water fountain. His mouth was dry and had a strong chocolate taste. The only problem was that the water turned to chocolate. As soon as it touched John's lips, John drank all the water fountain, but the problem continued. 5 minutes remaining. John hurried to sit down and complete his arithmetic test. He thought hard and nibbled on the end of his pencil. Explorer. John watched his entire pencil turn to chocolate. 1 minute.
But Mr. Plimsoll, my pencils turned to chocolate.
Hush, John. I'll talk to you after class.
Sadly, John was unable to finish his test and lift some pencil. Did not believe his explanation. His chocolate test was certainly getting him into lots of trouble.
At once, John tried to drop the food straight down his throat without touching his lips. It didn't help. Everything he ate turned to chocolate, and John was getting a stomachache. John's troubles seemed to be worsening because his glass and utensils all turned to solid chocolate. After such an awful morning, John trembled slowly to Atra's practice. Oh, John, I'm glad you're not action. We're having our first going to be careful of the boy song. Do you remember when the signal celebrated? Right after the end of the second verse. After the line, that's the way Pavilion means.
John knew every note perfectly. He had practiced and taught every eating for the last 2 weeks.
Good. Remember, this is a happy song, so I'd like you to play like a lovely. Let's begin. Mr. Quiver moved her baton and cymbals crashed and violins and silence made their ringing and whomping sounds. All were in perfect unison. After the second verse, John wet his lips and began to play his solo. Mr. Quaver was speechless. John fled from the room in embarrassment. It was impossible to play a chocolate trumpet well.
As John was walking home, he ran into his father.
You're home early today. What happened?
John burst into tears. He told his father about his whole terrible day.
You didn't see somebody they really all trying to chocolate. You're sure you didn't imagine some of this.
Oh no, it's true.
Well, we're only a couple of blocks from that candy store of yours. Not that I ever noticed one day was supposed we stroll over and ask us and a few questions about her chocolate.
But when they arrived at the place where the candy store was, there was only an empty lot with a sign that said for sale.
I think we better pay a visit to Dr. Finney before we go home.
Dr. Finney tried to give John some medicine, but the medicine and spoon turned to chocolate. Dr. Finney said no John chocolate chip. At home, his mother was very concerned about the news from the doctor.
The doctor said it was chocolate since everything he puts in his mouth turns to chocolate.
My poor boy, what are we going to do? It's all right, Mother. John knew that really nothing was all right, but he hated to see his mother so upset. He leaned over to give her a reassuring kiss on the cheek. John suddenly opened his eyes, and his lips felt sticky. His mother was a chocolate statue. John ran from the house and headed directly for the candy store.
I was just thinking of you.
Remember the old story I found in the interview? I ate the chocolate and now it makes everything that touches my mouth turns to chocolate. And I kissed my mother and now she's chocolate and I've got to change her back.
Easy now.
I can't calm down. It's all your fault. My mother isn't very good again. I'll fight you.
My goodness, I'm glad you're here thinking of your mother, but I must have 8 bucks.
John Deere's regretted that it was because he almost completely invited to him that he had only himself to blame for all this unhappiness. I'll do anything. I'll work for you all my life for nothing if you turn my mother back.
You're right because that has something to do with your chocolate touch. But you yourself are the coin that bought it. Only 3 people can only see it. Only 3 people can even see that kind of thing. You did have a sort of chocolatitis, but it was only an outward side of some. It was only an outward sign of selfishness.
My mother sees chocolate or is turned to chocolate. Oh, please do something about it.
Well, John, if you had to choose between getting rid of your chocolate touch and restoring your mother back to life, which would it be?
John couldn't help imagining a future full of chocolate meals, but then he thought of his mother and motionless statue. Help my mother.
John, I'm going to give you another chance. All the items that have turned to chocolate will return to normal again. No one will remember what happened.
What about my mother?
Why don't you run along home and find out?
And that's just what John did. He rushed into his house and found his mother preparing supper in the kitchen. John flung his arms around her waist.
John, you look so flushed. Why don't you have a glass of cold milk?
John took a tentative sip of milk and then flowed down his throat, nothing but fresh blue. May I go for a minute, Mother? I'll be right back. John rushed back to the candy store to thank the store but the law was taking a slow trip rather than found that thankful.
The story of the city mouse and the country mouse. A city mouse once went to the country to visit a relative who lived there.
Enjoy my acorns. Have some water to drink.
The city mouse made a rather disgusted face and took a small bite only to be polite.
Have I ever told you that in the city I feast on pastries? cheeses, meats, and jellies at every meal? There are only the most delicious foods that a mouse can imagine right at my fingertips.
That sounds amazing. Oh, how I wish I could see the city.
Come with me tomorrow. You can see and taste for yourself.
The two went off to sleep in the country mouse's cozy little nest in the hedgerow, with the country mouse dreaming of city life until morning.
Oh, now that it is morning, we can leave for the city.
Yes, follow me.
And the two headed off to the city.
Oh my, in all my years I've never seen such a feast. Sweetmeats, jellies, pastries, cheese galore.
Eat up, my friend. Enjoy the city life.
But before the country mouse could bite into a pastry, they heard a soft meow.
Quick, hide! It's the master's cat.
The two scurried into a hiding place and lay still for a very long time. They hardly dared to breathe. Meanwhile, a servant arrived and cleared away every crumb of the feast.
It is safe to come out now, but I'm afraid there is nothing left to eat. We will have to wait until the next meal.
Wait for the next meal? I am only shopping in your den long enough to pick up my suitcase. You only have luxuries, I have not, but I prefer plain food and a simple life with the peace and security to go with it. A modest life with safety and security is better than living with plenty in the midst of fear.
I am what I am, I like what I am, I like what I do, and I do what I can.
New York City, bright, loud, driving, shopping, talking. I want to go. City.
Hey, introduce yourself. Dress up. You look so perfect. Let us go get the music. It will be enjoyable. I love your dress. Will you go to the dance with me?
No. School, sleep, and dinner is what you need. It is good for you. Love yourself. It's been a long year. Everything great is to keep. Things inspire a learning offer.
The egg is in a nest. He is 1 and 2. He is small and blue. What bird could it be?
The teacher of good can never be erased. He lives to influence the world, changing one survivor at a time. He loves everyone, and we can count on him always.
Selfless love is a spiritual love between me and God. My relationship with God is great. See, when I have a problem, I pray to God for guidance and do the right thing. I know, in fact, that God is everywhere I go. God is with me. See, it is the connection of me and God through the Bible. See, God's love is not just love, but it is a love that is higher than any kind of love.
I wake up every morning and do my normal routine, but today was different. I had to get ready. I grabbed my sea rock and some clothes. I was excited. My crush was coming on vacation with me. His parents invited us to come on vacation. When we got there, there was a summer rain. Out of nowhere, my crush put his hoodie on me. I was a blushing mess, but I said thank you. I went inside and unpacked, and out of nowhere, my crush came out and kissed me. The sky became a quiet blue sky, and you could see the beautiful crescent moon.
Giraffes have long necks. He is tall, not at all small. Did you see his specs?
Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating his Christmas pie. He stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboards to fetch her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep,
grateful. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Hey diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cat jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sight, and the dish ran away with the spoon. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she loved them all too. She thanked the Lord Jesus for sending them bread. She kissed them all sweetly and sent them to bed.
This story is called The Heron Tortoise. Hare was making fun of Tortoise for being so slow.
Tortoise, you are so slow. Do you ever get anywhere?
Yes, I get there sooner than you think. I'll run you a race and prove it.
All right then. Fox, Tortoise and I are going to race. Will you be the judge?
I will be happy to. Let's mark the distances. The race will begin here. And end there. On your mark, get set, go! The hare sped ahead of the tortoise and was soon far out of sight. That tortoise was ridiculous to try to race me. He'd never catch up. I think I'll just take a nap right here until he gets a bit closer. The hares will fast asleep. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept going slowly but steady. Slow and steady, slow and steady. After a time, he passed a place where the hare was sleeping, but the hare slept on peacefully. And when he did catch up, the tortoise was near the finish. How long have I been sleeping? Is that tortoise up ahead? I better catch up to him. The hare ran as swiftly, but he could not catch the tortoise in time. And the tortoise is the winner. The race is now always won by the swiftest.
Hey, I like green grass. Hey, I like bees and green trees. Hey, I like bugs too.
Penguins are so cool. They like to swim in a pool. They can't swim very fast. That's why they're not from the past.
Hey, it's springtime, y'all. Rain is falling, birds are calling, so let's get bowling. Ay, ay, ay. Flowers are sprouting, so don't be doubting that it's springtime, y'all. Ay, ay, ay. It's sunny out, so come on out and see the bunny that shouts. Hey, it's springtime, y'all. It's springtime, springtime, springtime.
I have a chicken that likes to pluck a duck that I have in my truck. Sometimes we like to get stuck. But it also gives me good luck. Drop the mic.
My name is Riley. I am the youngest sibling. I am too crazy.
I like Apex Legends. I made this dude named Octane. The Mozambique stinks.
Summer's not a bummer, and winter I got a splinter. Summer is funner, winter is mintier. At least a mint's better than a splint.
Hey, it's winter. Strolling around in mint that's better, 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 better. Hey, it's winter. Season where you get some splinters. For Kristen I got an inkjet printer. Hey, it's winter.
I know
notes, you can make a song for them. Notes on instruments. I like my cash and some people think it's ash. My stash of cash is a flash and some people think cash is a trash. But stash of cash will make you crash. I got a rash from this cash. I wonder why this cash made me have a rash. I think it was the splash into the cash.
It is almost spring. I like to dance in the rain. It is so hot out.
Yeah. Summer's so fun. I like to run in the sun. Walking around really cool. I like to go to the pool. It's almost summer. Going to get really dumber.
Such a bummer.
Almost summer. Summer.
My name is Bella. I just came back from Disney World and it was the best ever.
Okay.
Jesus was going to Jerusalem. Outside a village, a group of 10 men were standing. They wore leopards. They called to Jesus. They were called leopards because they had skin disease called leprosy. They did not come near. They were unclean by law. They had to stay away. The 10 men called to Jesus. Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. They wanted Jesus to make them well.
When Jesus saw the 10 men, he said, "Go and show yourselves to the priest." The 10 men went away. As they were walking to the priest, their skin became smooth. Jesus had made them well. Jesus had made them clean. When one of the 10 men saw that he was clean, he praised God in a loud voice. He ran back to Jesus. He fell to the ground. He thanked Jesus.
Jesus asked where the other 9 were. The only one who returned was a Samaritan, not a Jewish person. Then Jesus said to the one that returned, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well."
This story is called The North Wind and the Sun. Long ago, North Wind and Sun had a quarrel over who was stronger. Surely, I am stronger than you. It is I who is stronger than you. As the two were arguing, a traveler passed below. Let us agree that he who is stronger can take off the cloak of that traveler. Very well, I shall go first. Suddenly, North Wind sent a gust of cold air whipping about the traveler's body. Immediately, he pulled his cloak closer. North Wind blew harder and harder, but the harder she blew, the tighter the traveler held to his cloak. Exhausted, North Wind gave up.
It is an impossible feat. No one can remove that cloak.
Allow me to go. Sun began to shine. His beams were gentle at first, and the traveler delighted in the warmth, especially after feeling the bitter cold of North Wind.
I am feeling quite warm. I think I'll take off my cap.
Sun's rays grew warmer and warmer. The traveler began to mop his brow.
My, it is warm. What a quick change in the weather. I think I will remove my cloak.
And so the traveler removed his cloak and sat down in the welcome shade of a roadside tree. She was victorious. Gentleness and kindness win where force and cruelty fail.
The hill we climb. The hill we climb, always striving for more. Will it ever be enough? Nothing is sure. Climbing the hill is tough, but we are tougher. The hill is rocky and rough. It's a pain we all suffer. Nothing is ever enough. The pain is like a wrecker. Alone we feel handcuffed, but together we are better. To climb this hill, we must be tough. So let's stick together and be like thunder, sending our message loud and clear that together we are not asunder.
the hill we climb. Today we struggle, we move forward, we keep fighting, we think, we learn. In this crazy world, we need to keep uniting. Life is like a mountain for us to climb, no matter how tough it may be. Determination is a star for the path we will soon see. So persevere and have patience, and know you can. Through good and through bad, your time has just began.
This is my animal haiku. On vines thin and wide, the monkey flew through the sky. I hope he is okay.
This is a haiku I wrote just now. Jesus is good man. He defends, attacks, and multiplies snacks.
The hill we climb. Continue climbing. Do not sit around all day and mope. Keep fighting. Have hope. You can do this. You are strong as an ox. Your sickness is ending. You will not be in this room shaped like a box. You can overcome this. Your loved ones are here. Do not give up, even if you feel like the end is near.
The Hill We Climb by Leah Top. A phone is ringing. Bing, ding, ting. It's talking to me, asking me to answer. For I am scared to answer, scared to speak. My head exploding, the thoughts have come. I don't have time to think, my brain having its own mind, making me lose my kind. My friends to be speaking, my family to be awaiting. I want to be with the happy, not with the suffer. To be yourself and happy is the most important. The loud voices are scaring, the tears are availing. I need assistance in caring, for I am speechless, frightened for what's to come.
The hill we climb from time to time, not knowing what's on the other side. We have to hope the hill will guide. The challenges we overcome once our climbing is all done. At the top of the hill we might worry, should we go back down and face the unknown? The hill is steep as a mountain, but it's easier to go back down than to climb back up. Whatever lays on the other side, we have to hope the hill will guide.
The hill we climb, the books we take home to study, the grades we get in school, the homework we do to get the grades, the teacher that gives the grades we get so we can play sports, the grades to do the activities in school. And now when we finally get that first A+, then we have climbed the hill. And now we do it over and over again. The teacher finally gives the A+ to you. Then you feel accomplished that you climb the hill we climb.
They live in the sea. They are black, white, and orange. They are birds. They are penguins.
The hill we climb. They say money doesn't grow on trees. Too bad the things we need sprout like weeds. For food, clothing, shelter are the things we need, but there are many wants that fulfill our greed. Games, money, and the newest technology are some examples of these. Decisions we make determine the hill we climb. The hill can be a sad state of struggle or a reflection of positive choices. Our actions determine the hill we climb.
Go.
Raise your hand if you know the story of the gingerbread man. Well, this story is a stinky twist of that classic tale.
Yeah, who needs gingerbread when you can have Roquefort?
What?
You know one of the stinkiest cheeses in the world is made from raw sheep's milk and kept in caves in southern France.
Are you kidding me?
No, the French love their cheese. The stinkier the better.
Anyways, can we get back to our story?
Oh, excuse me.
Once upon a time.
I live with my husband, a little old man.
He didn't have any children, so we were very lonely. One day, they decided to make a man out of stinky cheese.
Don't ask me why I decided to use stinky cheese.
Well, I'll tell you why. The stinkier the better, so why not make a little man out of it?
Let's see now. What do I have in the fridge that I can use for the eyes and nose?
How about olives for the eyes and a nice piece of bacon for the mouth?
Okay, I guess it can't get any stinkier than it already is.
5 minutes later. I think you should check on our stinky little man, my dear. When she opened the oven to see if he was done, the smell knocked her back.
Ew, what is that terrible smell?
I think he's done.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me out of stinky cheese.
The stinky cheese man hopped over the oven and ran out the door calling. The little old lady and the little old man sniffed the air. I'm not very hungry anymore.
I'm not really that lonely anymore.
running until he met a cat eating grass in the field.
Holy cow, what is that awful smell?
It's me. I've run away from the little old lady and the little old man. I can run away from you too.
I bet you could.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me on the Stinky Cheese Man.
I bet you could get someone or two or three someone could. No, thank you. I think I'll just eat weeds.
So the cow didn't chase the Stinky Cheese Man either.
Smells like that guy is made of mustard. What? Do you know what the stinkiest cheese in the world? It's French. The French water cheese, the stinkier the better.
Yeah, I've heard that before. So he kept running until he met some kids playing outside a school.
Gross, what's that nasty smell?
It's coming from over there. It's me. I've run away from the little old lady and the little old man and a cat. I can run away from you too.
I'm sure you could.
If we catch him, our teacher will probably make us eat him. Let's get out of here. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me on the Stinky Cheese Man. So the kids didn't chase the Stinky Cheese Man either.
Smells like that guy is made out of cow gear.
No, I think he's made of pasta. Let me guess, you're talking about French cheeses.
Yep, the French love their cheese. They think they're better.
Yeah, pasta is so stinky that it's against the law to eat it on buses and subways in France. I'm getting quite the cheese lesson today, so the Stinky Cheese Man kept running until he came to a river with no bridge.
How will I ever cross this river if I try to? It's too far to jump, and if I try to swim across, I will probably fall apart.
Just then, the sly fox, who shows up in a lot of stories like these, poked his head out of the bushes.
Oh, hello, little guy. It's me. What? Oh, I thought you were going to ask what stinks over there.
Well, you are pretty pungent. If you want to get across this river, then just hop on my back and I'll carry you across.
Wait a minute, how do I know you won't?
Trust me. Look at this face. Don't I look like a cute homeless fox?
Alright. So the Stinky Cheese Man hopped on the fox's back. The fox swam to the middle of the river and thought it would be something.
Oh man, what's that funky smell?
You were supposed to ask me that about 2 minutes ago.
The fox coughed. He gagged. He sneezed. And the Stinky Cheese Man flew off the fox's back into the river, where he fell apart.
Good riddance. I wonder Stinky is so sticky when it's wet.
Who cares?
Next time, I think I'll just use gingerbread.
The stinky end.
Commotion in the Ocean by 4th grade. There's a curious commotion at the bottom of the ocean. I think we ought to go and take a look. You'll find every sort of creature that lives beneath the sea swimming through the pages of this book. There are dolphins, whales, and penguins, and there are jellyfish and sharks. There's the turtle and the big white polar bear. But can you see behind the wrecks and in between the rocks? Let's take a look and find who's hiding there.
The crab likes walking sideways, and I think the reason why is to make himself look sneaky and pretend that he's a spy.
Turtles. We crawl up the beach from the water to bury our eggs in dry land. We lay a whole batch, and then when they hatch, they scamper about in the sand. Dolphins. The wonderful thing about dolphins is hearing them try to speak. It's not how do you do, as I'd say to you. It's more of a quick whistle squeak.
Angelfish. Hello, I'm the angelfish, darling, the prettiest thing in the sea. What a shame there are no other creatures as gorgeous and lovely as me. Jellyfish. The jellyfish just loves to jiggle, which other fish think is quite dumb. He knows that it's not all that useful, but jiggling's lots of good fun. I swim with a grin to greet you. See how my jaws open wide. Wow, you come a bit closer. Please take a good look inside. Swordfish. I love to chase after small fishes. It keeps me from getting too bored. And then when I start feeling hungry, I skewer a few on my sword. Octopus. Having 8 arms can be useful. You may think it looks a bit funny, but it helps hold all my children and tickle each one on the tongue. Stingray. At the bottom of the ocean, the stingray flaps his wings. But don't you get too close to him. His tail really stings.
Lobster. Never shake hands with a lobster. It isn't a wise thing to do. With a clippity-clap and a snippity-snap, he would snip all your fingers in two.
Deep sea. Miles below the surface, where the water is dark and deep, live the most amazing creatures that you could ever meet. There are fish of all descriptions, of every shape and size. Some have giant pointy teeth and great big bulging eyes. Some of them can walk around and balance on their fins, but the strangest fish of all have glowing whiskers on their chins.
Blue whale. There's no other beast on the planet as big as the giant blue whale. He measures a massive 100 feet long, from his head to the tip of his tail. We're just a bunch of bark holes, and all we do is cling. We know it's not that glamorous, but it's our favorite thing.
Our bodies are covered with blubber and are tusked incredibly long. We're grumpy and proud, and we bellow out loud, and we show that we're mighty and strong.
Penguins. We waddle around on our icebergs, which makes our feet slither and slide. And when we get too close to the water, we leap with a splash off the side.
Polar bears. Deep down in the Arctic, the mommy polar bear snuggles up with her children since it's very cold out there.
What a lot of creatures we have seen beneath the sea. What a lot of funny things they do. Some of them might lick their lips and eat you in one bite, and some might want to swim around with you. The dolphin's very friendly, and the lobster's very fierce, but the shark is the most dangerous by far. Can you name the other friends we've made along the way? See if you can tell me who they are.
This story is called The Shepherd Boy and the Wolf. A shepherd boy tended his master's sheep near a dark forest not far from the village. Remember, shepherd boy, should a wolf attack the flock, run to the village and call out for help. The villagers will come and drive it away at once. Yes, master. Some days later, the shepherd boy was finding life in the pasture very dull and thinking, oh, I have only my shepherd's pipe to amuse me, and only my dog for company. What shall I do for fun? Suddenly, a smile appeared across his face. I know just what to do. Shepherd boy tended his sheep and ran into the village, shouting, "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" "Hey, wolf, drop your word! Quick, to the pasture!" Ha! The villagers ran to the pasture, and no wolf was to be found. Ha ha! I fooled you! Finally, the villagers went back to work until a few days later,
Wolf, wolf. A wolf in the pasture.
Quick, we must go. Okay, the villagers ran to the pasture, and the wolf has to be born.
Ha ha, I fooled you again.
Once again, the villagers returned to work, while the shepherd bore that and that and slept forward in the pasture until some days later he saw a shadow creeping out over the pasture toward the sheep.
What is that casting? What is casting that dark shadow? I'd rather look closer. Wolf! It's a wolf! Wolf! Wolf!
The shepherd boy ran to the village, shouting,
"Wolf!"
in tears. The villagers heard his cry, getting out onto the hill as they had been.
Wolf! There's a wolf in the pasture!
He cannot fool us again. The wolf killed a great many of the sheep, and then sent to one to the village.
Liars do not believe even when he speaks the truth.
God's love is just like a morning sunrise. Jesus is perfect in every which way, and we also pray when we are unwise. He shows us love each and every day. God made a sun for some summer fun. Always reminds me of the perfect day. He will save us, and it will all be done. And always lets us go to him and pray. Very sweet like a jar of sweet honey. God is perfect, just like the white clear skies. He is very helpful and very funny, and reminds me of golden beehives. He gave us attributes like being very fast, and made the world very beautiful and vast.
Remembering Harriet Tubman. Guided many slaves to Canada for freedom, Harriet Tubman. Clara Barton, Civil War hero. Fought on the front lines, remembered after the war for American Red Cross. A soldier's life. A very harsh life, starving, freezing, and painful. Remember all them. The Lincoln Special. Assassinated, casket carried on a train, the Lincoln Special. The wife of Lincoln. Mary Todd Lincoln, loyal to her husband's cause she deeply believed. And countrymen, the war is over. More battles took place after. It ended in May.
Comparing it to a morning sunrise, our Father's love is there every day, making sour souls come to realize, bringing us home from winter greens to pray, where in heaven it is always beach days, and for eternity God shows true love, and every day there are bright sun rays as God flies around like a holy dove. I wish I could be in heaven today where God's love will never fade in any way. He will always be with me forever, saving me. I will never go away. How God is perfect and never changing. How God is perfect and always saving.
God's unlimited love for us is sweet. He invented the earth and the clear skies. He produced my body from head to feet. He sent his only son for us to die. God designed flowers with pretty petals. The Lord makes every day a perfect day. He made special or unique metals. People he made perfect in each way. God makes fruit like a tangy tangerine and blackberries with a magenta glow. He also makes vegetables that are green and animals from a cow to a crow. I go to church often and praise the Lord. I recommend going to church if you're bored.
Inside the locker room, during the pep talk, before the game, among the players, toward the field, through the tunnel, onto the grass, to the first down line, past the 10-yard marker, for the touchdown toward the victory. This is Michigan football.
Our God makes every day the perfect day. His love for us is sweet as a grape. God makes the clear skies where few clouds have shapes. He loves everyone. He made them pretty neat. God made the beautiful morning sunrise. God's love for us is quite a nice treat. God made me and gave me some pretty eyes. God created the beautiful beaches for everyone to enjoy nice beaches. Every Sunday I hear the Lord's preaches and sing the organ hymns as well as pray. God made every creature from whale to bee. God gave his life so that we would be free.
God's amazing love goes over your head, as sweet as a grape when you devour it, as pleasant as the budding ruby reds. Always being there to pull me out of a pit, his only son was sent to save sour souls. He came to save all, the young and the old. God makes me complete, he makes my life whole. Our Father's love is more precious than gold. The morning sunrise fills my amazed heart. I know my Father made all I see. It makes me think of the planet apart. He has made all this for you and for me. I look up to the large clear skies and praise. God loves and cares for me all of my days.
I wake up during the morning sunrise, seeing the sunbursts in the skies are nice. I love seeing the clear skies and blue eyes. Eating a breakfast will surely suffice. Having limited beach days, I go play, spending summer fun with some of my friends. Sitting together and watching the bay, looking at TikTok and trying new trends. Walking home to see my pet cat named Ash, how I love spending time with my good pals. I head to my bedroom with a fast dash, laying down and texting some of my gals. Looking up and seeing the stars shine bright, laying down to finish this great calm night.
You make me happy when you laugh and jump in and make a big splash. When your feet tap down the hallway, then you sit there and whine at my door. Or when you fall asleep at my feet and snore. We play together and you bark and growl. When I run away, you snore as you follow. That is why I love you, Molly.
Hi, my name is Lily Cruz and I am in 8th grade. I'm going to be reading Sonnet 1. The summer is hot with crystal clear skies. The perfect day with sun up above. Two true loves having the time of their lives. You look into my eyes and say that I am loved. Running through clamoring streets hand in hand, the morning sun rises, shining bright glares. Our street ends as we look over the land. People stare, saying we are the best pair. Your smile is as wide as a big blue ocean. Smiling, laughing, dancing happily. You light up my life with every motion. Time with you in summer fun has flew. Back to work and back to school without you. Back to tasks that I have to do.
Awaking up to the morning sunrise, the thought of you already in my mind. Staring into your sweet tangy lime eyes, your voice runs through my head, so sweet and kind. Tiny brown specks scattered across your nose, and when you laugh, just seeing your smile makes my heart flutter and my face turn rose. Running my hands through sweet honey hair, while replaying memories of you and me, like those perfect days beyond my compare. My eyes locked in yours, heart racing in glee, hand in hand, mind empty, unaware. But could these weird feelings possibly be my first real true love between you and me?
For I know that you make the perfect days, pretty petals dance in the cool spring rain. You make the summer fun so kids can play. Sadly, many sour souls cause great pain. But you love us and you hear our requests, making clear skies that help us remember you are our savior and you are the best. Your love is so awesome and so tender. You make the bees that give us sweet honey. You make great views and amazing clear skies. God, you matter, not the easy money. You are with me in my lows and my highs. Your grace and your love is a great mixture. I can find your great love in the scriptures.
Cock-a-doodle-doo goes the rooster in the morning. Chickens balk and squawk as they eat. Tweet, cheep, chirp are the birds as they whistle and sing. Crows caw and owls hoot as the sun goes to sleep.
The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak. This is a book with no pictures. Now, it might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. Probably seems boring and serious, except here's how the books work. Everything words say, the person reading the book has to say, no matter what. That's the deal. That's the rule. So that means even if the words say, bark! Wait, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Blurf. Now, wait a second. Wait, this is not the kind of book I wanted to read. And I have to say every word the book says? Uh-oh.
I'm a monkey who taught myself to read.
Hey, I'm not a monkey.
And now I'm reading you this book with my monkey mouth and my monkey voice.
Hey, that's not true. I am not a monkey.
Yes, I am a monkey.
Also, I am
a robot monkey.
What? And my head is made of
Blue Bear Pizza.
Wait a second. This whole book is a trick. Can I stop reading yet?
No!
Please?
No!
And now it's time for me to sing you my favorite song. Do I really have to sing a...
Clap, clap, clap. My face is a bug. I ate ants for breakfast right off the rug.
What? This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet?
No!
There are more pages. I have to read the rest.
Yes!
My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named
Boo-boo butt.
Boo-boo butt. And also the kid I'm reading this book to is the
Best kid in the history of the entire world.
Oh, really? And this kid is the smartest kid too, because this kid chose this book even though it had no pictures. Because this kid knows that this book makes grown-ups have to say silly things. And make silly sounds like... Uh-oh. Oh no. Here it comes.
Learn, go, wacko! That's you. Aye. Burrow. Glavity, glibbity. Beep, boop. Badoogie face.
Oh my goodness. Please don't ever make me read that book again. It is so silly. In fact, it's completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please choose a different book. Book with pictures, please. Because it's too ridiculous to read. Okay, we're fine. Because we're at the last two words, my favorite words of the book, the end. Fuck! I didn't want to say that.